Good afternoon, everybody. I'm starting off this Katsucon vlog with just a normal day before Katsucon check-ins. I didn't really make anything new for the con. No katsu crunching. I was not about that life this year. I was like, you know what, I debuted like some stuff at MagFest. I'm gonna chill for Katsucon. And it's actually been really nice. Would highly recommend not katsu crunching in the future. I do also want to state that this is probably my last year going to Katsucon. I've had fun at the con, but it's just like not really my scene anymore, if that makes sense. There are a lot of elitist cosplayers there, and that's not really a scene I want to be a part of. I don't want to fault anybody who does like continue to go to Katsucon. It's just not really my thing anymore. It's also a long drive for me, and I want to be more in touch with like my local convention scene. I'm gonna try to make sure that every convention I go to is gonna be like a top tier 100% awesome experience. And unfortunately, Katsucon is not that for me specifically anymore. If it is for you, that's awesome. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for me. But with that said, I am really looking forward to this year. So I'm mostly going to get some photo shoots for like things that I've wanted to do shoots at Katsucon for a while, plus Susanna, who's new, and go to the dealer's room and hang out with friends. And that's pretty much my Katsucon. So I'm hoping it's gonna be as low-key as Katsucon can be. Also, a stink bug literally just fell onto my window, so that's cool. So I'm gonna go take care of that. All right, and I'll see you all tomorrow when we make our way to Katsucon. Bye.
Up National Harbor.
Nobody cleans up National Harbor. It's Thursday of Katsucon. And there's trash everywhere.
Is this a video?
This is a video. Thank you for that. So we took some photos. Thank you.
So posing for still.
No. Yes. Okay. We're gonna go pick up badges and get food. Good afternoon. It's Friday. It's like 1 o'clock-ish. Just finished up some shoots today. Did some like, obviously I'm in Eleanor. Getting our exorcist times on. So I wore this costume a month ago at MagFest and I kind of died in it. Like my feet were killing me. And my feet do hurt, but I'm not dying. But I am gonna change because I really want to get into Susanna. But I just got back from the tail shoot. Before that I did like a private shoot. And the private shoot was awesome, shot with Fuyu Zakura. And on the way back, I had the most amazingly pleasant conversation with some Riku and Kairi cosplayers from Kingdom Hearts 3, and they were so sweet. I've actually had a really good time at Katsucon so far. Like, I slept really well. We went to bed at a pretty good time. And I wasn't rushed putting on the costume, and like the makeup turned out really good. Like I'm really happy with my eyeshadow. It was really nice. I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. I normally don't take that with me to conventions, but I think I'm gonna have to start doing that. It worked really well for Eleanor. Like I used the gold shade on the lid, and then I used the orange shade in the crease along with some brown to deepen it up in the crease. And I really like it. I think this is now my go-to look for Eleanor. I really like it with the orange wig. It turned out really nice. Had like, not an amazing wig day, but like this side is my good wig side. This side was not good. I did not want to stay over here, but that's cosplay for you. So I am going to change real quick, and yeah, I have some other shoots today and getting food with Brett at some point, and yeah, that's pretty much it for an update. All right, and change. So I'm now in Susanna in Princess Bellensburg. You've probably never heard of her. She's from a LARP that I played in, and I actually have to run over to a photo shoot down in the, somewhere in the Gaylord, I don't know where, but I have to get going, so, I'm just gonna be my magical girl self today. Got back in the room because I need to like chill and eat and rest my feet, and this is our first year. Oh god, this lighting. This is our first year and probably the last year with an atrium view room. They are more expensive than the non-atrium view rooms. I probably wouldn't normally pay for the atrium view, but I got us an atrium view and I really like it. So earlier I was just like chilling out here. It is a little loud, that's the only downside. I was just chilling out here on the chair. There's another one over there. And just like people watching. There's the gazebo-chan, where everybody tries to fight for a photo. Except this year, they're doing things differently. So, starting with this year, I assume this is going to be a thing that they continue to do in future years. The gazebo is pretty much roped off for official photo shoots. There are a couple hours each day where it is open to like non-scheduled photo shoots, and you will line up starting like I think 5 minutes before that time slot opens. I don't know how long you're allowed to shoot there, but that basically means now the gazebo is not constantly being swamped for photos. It does also mean that fewer people are going to get gazebo photos. They're a little overrated. Like, yes, the gazebo is pretty and the lighting over there is pretty, but I feel like everybody and their mom has a photo at the gazebo now if they've been to Katsucon before, so. Katsucon is now like really cracking down on photographers having a Katsucon badge. Basically now they're doing rigorous badge checks, which I have not experienced at Katsucon before. I actually like this because it means that there are fewer lobby conners. Now you actually have to show a Katsucon badge or proof that you're staying at the Gaylord. So this is a closed event for the first time for Katsucon, and I really like it. Like, I'm probably not coming back to Katsucon, but I do like it. I like the changes they're making. It's just like, it's too late for me personally. I made this with Katsu's Fairy on Me pattern. It was like really easy to understand. I really appreciated it. I actually just got back from the dealer's room where I went and said hi to the people at Katsu, and I like showed it off, talked about future projects I want to make with their patterns. The first one probably being a maid cafe pattern for Hikaru, my main girl. Yeah, so it's just like pretty cute. It's like very girly. I wore it for a LARP, but now I have my wig and my tiara. Very few people have been like, can I take your photo so-and-so? Because nobody knows who I'm cosplaying. This has just been really fun to walk around in. Like, I like doing original designs. I want to do more original designs. I find them much more fun to make than like normal cosplays. Look at the damage that I spent in the dealer's room and the artist alley. This is from the artist alley. It's a really cute head bow. I love this. It just clips on, and I love this fabric. I think it's gonna look really nice in my pink hair, like no matter what color pink it is, whether it's like freshly dyed pink or my like faded pastel pink. Also from the artist alley is this sweater. This is from Mint and Apple, and it has a cat with glasses, which is like my brand, and it says Nap Expert. It's so cute. It's like this baby blue color. Oh my gosh, it's also really soft. I can't wait to wear this. And I'm always cold in the house now, so I want more really cute sweaters to wear. Also, I picked up this absolutely beautiful Spirited Away charm. I don't know where I'm gonna put it. Maybe on my keys, but it's so cute. In the dealer's room, there was this one booth selling like a ton of really cute things. And they also had mugs. Oh my gosh. They had like 5 different cat mugs, and it took me like 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes to decide which cat mug I wanted because they're all so cute. And it's got that little guy and also that on the inside. It is absolutely adorable. I really need to start decluttering my mugs that I don't want anymore. They're old, like they're starting to chip. I'm pretty much just gonna spend the next half hour or so chilling before my last photo shoot of the day. So I'm gonna have a snack, rest my feet because I've been standing in heels all day and I'm just tired. I don't know, I'm 27 and sometimes I feel older at cons because I get tired so easily. But after the photo shoot, which is gonna be outside with like Chinese lanterns, assuming like weather permitting, after that I'm gonna go get dinner with Brett. We're gonna have a very late dinner. Tomorrow I'm gonna be cosplaying Hikaru from Midnight Rareth in her Auto-Sam outfit. And that's actually the only costume I'm doing tomorrow. I have one photo shoot. Tomorrow's pretty much an open day. And I don't really have anything planned for Sunday. How do people like end segments for vlogs? This is weird. I like don't know how to sign off. I've done like 3 different like, okay, well that's pretty much all I have to say, so bye. And they all sound weird. So yeah, just gonna commit to the awkwardness and say I'm gonna go have a snack. Good morning. It's Saturday. I'm tired. Much more tired than I was yesterday. Didn't sleep super well. So, like, heat was, I don't know, we don't even need the heat on. It's not that cold this weekend, but it was stuck at 76 in our room. I'm up and alive, and the Gaylord is pretty chill right now because it's still morning. There are people in the gazebo though. They are there. But I'm gonna get some food into my stomach, get some coffee while I put on some makeup, and get changed into Auto-Sam Hikaru. I need some coffee, so let's go. Whenever I see this here, it makes me feel like I'm a Vocaloid or something instead of Hikaru. I always feel like I want to sing in this or something, but it's attached to this. Day 2 is going pretty well. I'm definitely more tired today, But I don't have a whole lot planned today. So like I did my shoot, we went to the game room, had lunch, I hung out with a friend, and yeah, things have been pretty good. So I think we're just gonna chill here for a little bit and then see where the day takes us. I have no idea.
This is your setup.
Are you winning, son?
I do know that meme. I'm not losing yet. Come on.
What'd you get?
I can't tell. I wasn't paying attention. I didn't have time to look. Did I get 2?
Yeah, you got second.
Woo! That's still not first though, so I can't leave the seat.
Whatever. You did good.
Yeah, but I didn't win.
You got second out of 99.
Yeah, okay, but like 97 of them are scrubs. It doesn't matter. Can I? Yeah. Oh, you see that?
Mm-hmm.
What's with this music? It's like a Pokemon battle.
It really does sound like Pokemon. Wait, did you win?
Yep.
Nice. Good job.
5th game?
Took only 5 tries
Yep.
to beat 98 people.
Oh boy.
Good job. Good morning. It's Sunday. I got dark circles. It's normal. It's my normal every day, but especially on a Sunday at a con. So yeah, later on in the vlog I'll get into like my pluses and minuses of this Katsucon. Overall though, I have had a good time. We probably won't be returning. I'm currently just waiting for my tea to cool inside. It's Sunday. We have no plans for today. I don't even think we're gonna stay that long. We'd rather get on the road before it gets too late. I'm thinking maybe we'll hit up the game room or something. I don't think we planned on going to the dealer's room or the artist alley again, but like that is a typical Sunday activity for us. We're gonna load up the car, probably just hang out in the Gaylord for a little bit longer before we head out. So I'm gonna go eat. Fine dining at a convention. It's a miracle. Home, not too late on a Sunday. And unpacked. Alright, so we're home. Dylan's very happy about that. We're home, unpacked, feels awesome. I wanted to run down some thoughts on Katsucon, and I did write them down on Instagram, so I am going to be consulting them because I will forget. Hey! My verdict is that it was pretty good. Probably one of the better Katsucons I've been to. And for Brett, he did not have a great time. He said it was mediocre. So, as far as the pros go, the closed event policy I mentioned earlier was really, really good. It's like the greatest change this convention has ever made. I loved it. I can't really say many bad things about it. It wasn't that annoying. Like, yes, your badge got checked many times and at many places throughout the convention. So that was really nice. I thought it cut down on crowds. Although I'm pretty sure the numbers came in and I heard that it was like 21,000 people at Katsucon this year. So it's a big convention now. And you could feel it on Saturday that it was crowded, but it wasn't like unbearable like it has been in the past. I don't know if the numbers went down this year for like number of warm bodies in the lobby, but it definitely felt like there were fewer people. This could have been partially because the weather was really nice, so people were outside taking photos. So that could be one factor for why the lobby didn't feel quite as crowded. It was also much more relaxed and chill this year. I really enjoyed that. I didn't really encounter that much elitism other than a couple times when I was in private paid photo shoots, like male photographers would come and try to like mansplain things to the photographer who was a woman who I was working with. So like that was annoying, but that's not a thing that only happens at Katsucon. Oh, there were also, there were like fewer fights over locations. That was nice. I felt like people were a little more flexible and the weather was super nice. Like obviously that's out of Katsucon's hands, but I will say that it was definitely a plus. As far as cons for the con, the policies are really vague. I don't like vague policies because a policy that is vague can be interpreted differently by different staff members. There were a lot of inconsistencies on how policies were enforced and interpreted. So one example of this is that for the game room this year, the video game room, you were not allowed to bring large bags. What does large mean? Like, what is a large bag? Is that like a standard backpack? Because in the description it listed purses. And while there are large purses, you can't compare a large purse to a backpack. They are different sizes. I brought in a small purse and 2 out of 3 times I was allowed in with that bag. The last time, which was today, when I really didn't have anything to do except I was like, well, I'll play some video games and then we'll go home. And we'd already packed up the car. I didn't want to bother checking this bag, like this one little bag. We go to the games room, flash our badges. I'm about to walk in and then a staff member says, oh, I'm sorry, you can't bring that bag in. And I explained, I was like, oh, okay, well, like I understand, but I was let in earlier with the bag. And they were like, oh, sorry, you weren't supposed to. So it's just inconsistent. I don't like that. The weapons prop policy was also like that. They don't give you requirements for size dimensions, like how big is too big. At Otakon, I think it's like 6 feet and 6 inches, or maybe 6 feet. It's something like that. They give you a number. Katsucon doesn't do that, and they should, because if they say like, oh, it's just up to staff member discretion, that can be like taken advantage of by staff members. The programming was a little hit or miss. The JCI panel route is really great. I didn't manage to make it to any of those panels, but I have attended them in the past and really enjoyed them, so I'm glad Katsucon is still doing that. The cosplay panels, there are more than there used to be, which I think is good because Katsucon is such a like cosplay focused convention. But the ones that I went to they weren't great. They were very one-on-one content, so I was a little bored in them. I didn't really learn anything new. I gotta admit, I was pretty bored by like Saturday night. Like, I was looking at the schedule and I was like, there's really nothing I want to go to anymore, and I'm just bored. And that's weird. Like at MagFest, I was never bored. But at Katsucon, I definitely got bored sometimes, so that's really on Katsucon to seek out better programming and also to provide better programming themselves. Only other con I have to Katsucon is that they removed a lot of seating areas, which like, you know, are nice if you want to sit and relax and you don't want to sit on the floor. But more so, Brett was complaining about to me was that there's no more free play card game area. So like he didn't have anywhere that he could play Magic. He went into the tabletop room and they informed him and his friends that they could play Magic there. This was also like different staff members had different opinions on this. That you could play it there, but they would kick you out if it got full. Like this wasn't a card game playing room. This was like board games only. So that was weird. and like really something they should fix. But yeah, that's pretty much how Katsucon went. It was like pretty good. It was pretty good. I liked the new closed event policy. That's probably the best thing they've ever done ever since moving. And yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for my Katsucon vlog. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And if you didn't know already, I am streaming on Twitch Mondays and Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern. Mostly video games, occasionally cosplay work. So I'll see you there. Bye.